Joining me now to reflect, former NYPD Commissioner Bernie Kerik, former Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence, and retired Lieutenant General Jerry Boykin, and retired Army Ranger Congressman Brian Mast, who also served in Afghanistan. All right, Commissioner Kerik, let's begin with you. You've seen it, you've been there, you experienced it all. Your thoughts after 20 years?
You know what? The pain, the anger, the frustration, it never goes away, never dissipates, diminishes. You know, there was a time that I was extremely pleased. You know, it's funny, Jesse. I was at the base of Tower 2 when the second plane slammed through the north side of that building, and I was in my car when the president called us before anybody knew on October 7th that we were going into Afghanistan. What bothers me today is that less than 2 weeks ago, surrendered Afghanistan and gave it back to the Taliban. All that footage you just showed about the Afghans, about the Taliban, about the kidnappings, about the confrontations, it's pretty upsetting. It's pretty disgusting.
It's upsetting, it's disgusting, and very emotional for anybody who watches any of these images still to this day. Lieutenant General Boykin, your thoughts after 20 years? I guess one thing is clear, that taking the fight to the enemy was effective in the sense that the United States has not sustained another mass casualty terror attack on the homeland since 9/11. But after what we've seen in this last month, that could change.
Yeah, Jesse, I think you're absolutely right. And listen, I think we had no alternative but to do what we did under the Bush leadership. We had to go in, we had to fight back. We had let too many of these attacks go really unpunished, I guess. You know, the bombing of the coal and that type of thing, we had not done everything that we could to try and deter future terrorism. But I will tell you that as far as I am concerned, I agree with Bernie. I think that the fact that we pulled out of Afghanistan after 20 years in a dishonorable way, that was not an honorable departure, a dishonorable way, that we have now lost a lot of allies, but more importantly, we've encouraged the terror network around the world, because the message that they are getting is that Islam wins. The great Satan has been brought down after 20 years of persistence. And that, I think, makes us more vulnerable.
You touched on it because it is an ideological war that we're fighting. It's good versus evil. Congressman Mast, you were Army Ranger in Afghanistan. You saw the enemy up close, face to face. That's what it was. It was kill or be killed, and a lot of people don't understand that.
No, we went into this determined, with objectives every night on the battlefield, those that were on patrol each and every day. You had missions that you were going out, setting yourself and your brothers and sisters alongside you on a path to accomplish, or as they say, you're coming home on your shield one way or another. You're coming home as a victor or on your shield. And we went out that way each and every night. Lost friends, lost brothers, saw them come home without their eyesight, or burned across massive percentages of their body, or missing limbs, or to have their family be handed a folded flag. And we didn't go out with the same determination. Nobody could say that man, America really left Afghanistan unintimidated as they went on September 12th of 2001. September 12 of 2021, yeah, they're just as unintimidated. They're just as determined. Nobody can say that because of the leaders that liken themselves as rulers right now that chose the method to remove us from Afghanistan.
And the sloppy and dumb departure really cost us huge propaganda victory to the jihadists. So I just want to give everybody about 20, 30 seconds. I'll begin with you, Commissioner Kerik. The most important lesson of 9/11, in your opinion, is what?
don't let people into this country that wants the demise of this country. And I fear the 200,000 Afghans that the Biden administration is now allowing to come in.
I agree. Immigration is critical in fighting the war on terror. You can't get around that. Even if we are surrounded by oceans, you cannot get around that. All right, Lieutenant General, your key takeaway from 9/11.
Yeah, don't underestimate your adversary. And I think that's exactly what we did. And they're coming back. And don't think of them as just a 7th century organization. They're more sophisticated than we give them credit for.
Yeah, they're sophisticated and armed to the teeth because we gave them billions of our latest weaponry. Congressman Mast, give you the last word.
I'll steal from President Reagan. Peace is our highest aspiration. We'll fight for it, sacrifice for it, die for it, but we will never surrender for it. At least up to this point, we never would. We have an administration right now that seems to hold the white flag of surrender. That's not America. The rest of us know how we fight.
Amen. You guys are all great patriots, and it's an honor having you three here on Water's World on the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse.